Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Hot Tea, specifically Harney & Sons Paris Blend, No Mascara, Theraflu, and Halls. Hashtag not sponsored. So grab whatever drink you're drinking and let's get started. Hey guys, Chevy Rell here. This is the Chevy Rell Stuff podcast, even though I know some people don't call it a podcast. It's a video cast or whatever. There's a big hubbub about whether this is a podcast or not. This is not a normal episode. I am feeling under the weather. I usually start with a cocktail. I have not had a cocktail in a very long time. I have the fungalitis. I got it from my nephew Cole, who's 3. Those of you who have spawned offspring know they're like little petri dishes. And I'm pretty sure the first thing he did when I saw him last week is cough in my face. So that's where we're at. But I have so many fun things to talk about. And I have been wanting to record so much. And I'm just pushing through. So this is what you get this episode. Maybe next time we can have a martini episode. I know it has been a minute. Have you guys been watching Vlogmas? I love it. I've been binging it. I've watched so many. My YouTube queue is so long because it's basically been, well, it's always long, but it's basically been put on hold because all I do is watch Vlogmas. And I'm so excited to see everyone every day. It makes my heart happy. It's all my friends. First things first, we are going to draw for prizes. And I have hella prizes. For those of you who did not watch my last video, which was Happy Mail and Enabling, I'm so sorry. I know that that's not everyone's jam, but I gave away hella prizes on that episode. Even, look at me, packaged them up and they're all ready to go. So all I have to do is slack a name on them and away they go. Off to the winners. I need to find that thing because you guys came out like gangbusters in the comments, man. There were a lot of you. So this is how we're going to do it. I am going to find the YouTube comment generator. Is that what it's called? Random comment picker. That's what we'll go with. Sorry. I wasn't brought to you by Theraflu. My brain is not tracking right with this fungalitis. I'm just saying. And here I thought this was going to be an episode on point because I wasn't drinking. Not. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Whatever the first comment that comes up, because some of you put all of your answer, there were multiple questions to be answered in order to enter for the prizes. And some of you put separate ones and some of you put them all in the same comment. It's fine, but you can't win twice. Maybe I should have said that back then, but it seems only fair, right? And then I'm just going to go in order. I'm going to pull it, and the first comment that comes up that has the answer to the question prompt for that prize is going to be the winner. So that's how we're going to roll. I hope you're cool with that. The first prize is actually going to be for Talia's hat pattern. Actually, Talia's hat pattern, which is the Leaping Lupines. No one ever said if that was right or wrong. Lupines, it's a flower, I think. Beanie by Talia, Aked. It's a $5 pattern. I will send that to you or gift it to you on Ravelry. If you're one of those that can't use Ravelry, we'll figure something out. But let me know your Ravelry name. And I will also send you these minis to make that cute hat. Now, this was the giveaway that was on my Rhinebeck recap video. So I have all the stuff loaded in, and it says start. I forget what the prompt was. Oh, favorite Rhinebeck memory was the prompt. Sally Rogers is the winner. Sally Rogers. And she said, didn't get to attend, but my favorite thing about Rhinebeck is seeing the pure joy and happiness in everyone's faces. It's even more beautiful than all the autumnal changing leaves. Congratulations, Sally. Okay, everyone, you can get a hold of me at my email, which is contact@chevyrellstuff.com, ChevyRell on Instagram, or Ravelry, also Chevy Rell. You can get a hold of me at any of those places. I check all of those things. Send me your full name and address so that I can send this prize to you. Congratulations, Sally. Okay, next is going to be the prizes from the Happy Mail and Enabling video that I put out, I don't know, a few weeks ago now. Next prize is the clay Canon stitch markers. The one I have like pretty wrapped up. This one is in the box that it came in, so I'm just going to show you this. This is a little clay potion bottle. And then this one, which if you want to see, you can either go back and look on the last episode, or episode that wasn't an episode, or go visit Clay Canon in her shop because she might still have them. The first one we're going to draw for is the potion jar. And the prompt was to leave a comment about a costume. Your favorite costume, whether you dressed up as it, your kids, whatever, just a costume memory. Start. Marina Barol. Is that how you say that? Congratulations. My favorite costume is a sea witch. I also decorated the front room with creepy sea creatures. Ew, love it. You got yourself a little potions jar. Progress keeper. I think I kept calling them stitch markers. I meant progress keeper. You can use them as stitch markers. Okay, next up is the zombie. Oh, Inaya's Toybox crochet. Oh my gosh, hold on. I have to show you my girl. The OGs, I'm sure, have seen this. She moves around my room. Look at her, isn't she cute? This came from Inaya's Toybox crochet. Isn't she cool? I mean, that is amazing. Oh, look. Whoop. She has her little boots on. I love her. And her name is Madison, right? Steampunk Madison. Anyway, Inaya won. And her comment was, my daughter is the hardest to costume. She always wants something obscure. A couple Halloweens ago, she wanted to dress up as a Gacha character. Gacha is an app where you can make your own comic books. That's cool. It took me a while to find all the pieces to make it. It was the most frustrating Halloween costume ever. Well, that frustrating Halloween costume got you a one-eyed zombie progress keeper. I'm gonna put Madison back up where she lives. She guards the stuff room. Okay, next. This was an awesome prompt. The prompt was to give me a cassette memory. I started with recording a song off the radio, and then I think I ended with just any cassette memory would be awesome to read, and they were so good. I've had such a blast reading them. It was to win this super cool Japanese knotted bag from Lila Styles. There were some good comments in here. Ingrid Spin Knit Love is the first cassette comment that came up. I was obsessed with Def Leppard in middle school and remember waiting to tape Pour Some Sugar on Me until I saved enough babysitting money to get the entire album. Now I need to look and see if Def Leppard's on here. How cool would that be? Nope, I'm not seeing it. That's all right though, you got yourself a bag. Okay, Ingrid, get a hold of me. Next up is the banana bread skein from Color Morphosis. And that is way better lighting than it was on the Let Complete with One of My Hair, sorry, than it was on the last episode. This is Color Morphosis, banana bread. And the prompt for this was also awesome. The prompt for this was to do some homework and comment a butterfly that you have never seen before or didn't know about before that is awesome and pretty and, because I wanted to learn, and let me tell you, I learned. So many cool butterflies. I'll tell you about them after I draw for these. The Knitted Bean. And she said, okay, the butterfly question was fun AF. I'm going to choose the peacock butterfly, which can hiss, looks like something Jarrod would have as a pet in its caterpillar form, and is red as a butterfly. Look how cool this thing is. You got the banana bread. Congratulations, the Knitted Bean. I'm gonna cut a bunch of dead air out of this and like waiting time. Just know, you guys, that I shouldn't have to say this. I am very honest, and I'm like, you know what I mean. Next up, also color Morphosis, another butterfly comment. I mean, this skein, you guys. This is Welcome to the Jungle, and it is a single, and it is so squishy. So who wins that awesome skein? That would be Anne Hayward. Congratulations. She says, I loved the banded peacock butterfly. The vivid green stripes on the wings are beautiful from Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, and Asia. So pretty. Now let me tell you mine. And I learned all these from the comments. My favorites. Oh wait, I have to write Anne's name on this so I don't forget. The blue Morpho came up a ton. And then the dead leaf butterfly, love, never seen it before. The glass wing came up a ton. Look how flipping cool that is. And then I think maybe my favorite, those are all like within my favorites, obviously, but the 88, look at this dude. Look at him, her, them, they. It has 8s on their wings. So cool. I love nature. Oh my gosh. Highly recommend perusing the comments on the last episode, because so many good cassette stories, so many cool butterflies. A lot of them, their caterpillar form was amazing. It was so good. Now, even though that sounded like we were done, we're not, because this one, you guys, is the one that I think everyone's super excited for. This is the bucket from Just Me Gramma. It's getting blown out, sorry. Look at it. Is that not awesome? Oh my gosh. So cool. That's Just Me Gramma. There's her logo. There's her stuffs to go find her awesomeness. Now on this one, the prompt was to go to her shop and pick your favorite thing in her shop, because she doesn't just have this bucket. She has lots of them. Let's just see who the comment picker generates. The winner is Leslie Fusion. Fusin. I'm totally butchering that, I know. She said that the Town Tote is her favorite. It's beautiful. Well, you get yourself this one. Get a hold of me. Congratulations to all the winners. Oh my gosh, so many prizes, so much fun. I loved those comments so much. The cassette comments were probably my favorite. And now, without further ado, let's talk about some knitting. I am going to tell you, I don't know if I can hang that long. I'm feeling like I need to take some more Theraflu. So I'm going to run through my FOs and probably pick this back up later. I hope that's okay with everyone. Well, it will be for you because it'll still be all in the same episode, but I'm wearing my Ives by Jarrod Flood, because we should always say what we're wearing, right? But yeah, I'm just, being sick sucks, man. So now I say I'm gonna just do my FOs, but remember, it has been a minute since I've seen y'all. I have some FOs. First, Cole got a little sister. Her name is Layla. And remember, I made Cole Chunk, which was a Rebecca Danger pattern, monster chunk, so we named him Chunk. Well, I made his little sister one and named her Chunkette. And this is Chunkette with Chunk. Don't have that here to show, obviously. Free pattern linked below. I also did 2 more crochet squares out of the 200 crochet blocks. For those who don't know, I am crocheting my way through this book, and then I'm going to put all the blocks together and make a blanket. Maybe before I die, I don't know. I am on 47. This is 46 and 47. So I made 47 of these little suckers. So this is 46, and I just use all my scraps. And this one is 47. You can't really see, there's some little speckles in there. This is my yarn that was left over from my swallowtail sweater that had from Benta Arctic Crafts yarn. She had just a kiss of speckle in it for me. I love it. Next up, I need a wardrobe change. Actually, the next 2 I need a wardrobe change. Stand by. This is my Spring Sun Mandala by Nadia Fuad. It is a free pattern or $6 for the printable one. Be linked below. But I won with this at Rhinebeck. For those who didn't watch the Rhinebeck recap video, I won for Best Make. And this is crocheted out of, now I'm forgetting. Because remember, I thought it was 50-50. It's a cotton linen blend, but it's like more cotton, and it was all fluffy. I have washed it. It is way better now. It's, you know how linen gets better after you wash it. It's super cool. I love it. I'm so glad I made it. I will wear the crap out of that. And then, of course, this next one I have to model as well. What? Now, a lot of you saw me in this at Rhinebeck. My Rhinebeck sweater. This is the Stepaside by Jennifer Beale. It is a $10.02 pattern. The yarn that I used is Harrisville Designs. Foliage and I think Silver Mist or something like that. The gray, it's a light gray. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. The fucking origami sweater is amazing. Highly recommend if you want a challenge. This was very challenging, but I love it. I lengthened the cuffs and I lengthened this a hair, not much. Everything else I followed to a T. Very happy with it. Next, I finished my Ninja Chicken socks. These are blocked. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So flipping cool. These were knit off a sock blank from Maria at Ninja Chickens, who does eco printing. I mean, I just love them. They are a little big, but these are non-superwash, so I will probably felt them a hair. Like, they will probably felt as I wash them. I will use them as slipper socks anyway. There isn't any nylon in it. I mostly wear my socks around the house anyway. Like, I always, Maddie and Kristen, here's my foot. I always have my hand knit socks on at home, always. So these will probably be house socks, but I am very happy with them. Then I had a little left over. You know how dyers probably don't usually have a lot of stuff that they knit for themselves, especially out of their own yarn? Well, I wanted to make Maria something because she's so sweet and sent me an extra sock blank This is what it looks like. This is what this looked like before. Obviously different, but similar. And I have decided to give this one away as a prize for you guys because I want to share the wealth. But before I do that, I have to show you what I made her. I made her a little sweater. I'm going to send it to her. Isn't it cute? Surprise, Maria, because you might see this before you get it. This is the Snady sweater. Is that how you say that? Free pattern. And that's by Hapusia. Is that how you say that? Hapusia. The tiniest sweater of them all. And this is an impromptu. And because I'm going to be mailing things out and I have all of these comments, I'm going to just pick a comment randomly from this last video and you get to win this sock blank. How do you like them apples? Kathy Ringer, you get this awesome sock blank. She said, oh my God, all those songs on your cassette fabric on your bag from the Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. I loved recording off the radio with my cool boombox I got for my 10th birthday. The DJ always talks over it. And I loved listening to Casey Kasem. He came up so much in the top 40 and the top 100. Casey Kasem every week to tape my favorite song. I thank that practice for my awesome hand-eye coordination. So Kathy, get a hold of me and I'll get this out to you. Yes, Casey Kasem came up so much. And you know the other thing that came up that I didn't think about is I had a boombox that you recorded right from the radio. Well, a lot of the comments were from like when you had the recorder by itself and then you had to like sit by the radio and record it and make sure that nobody talked. I didn't have to do that. I guess I didn't know that was a thing until I started reading it in all the comments. So I learned a whole bunch of stuff. My next FOs, I have to insert a video because they are already gone, but I did make a little recording before they went to their new home. So, hi guys. I wanted to record this really quick because I'm not going to have time to record an episode until next week, and I am giving this FO to Clinny before that. This is the baby dungaree pattern by Design Gudrun Linekin. I'm probably saying that wrong. Right there it is. This is for his new niece or nephew, so gender neutral. They don't know what it's going to be yet. I knit this out of Yarn Geek fibers, and it's in my yarn condom by Lila Styles. And this is Winter Pin Oak, and it is her Rocketeer base. So there's her tag. And look at this cuteness. Isn't it cute? I can't wait to see a little baby butt in there. So it has a little pocket in it. And in this little pocket, Aunt Chevis also, this is from Clinny. He commissioned me to do this. But Aunt Chevis had to knit a little something for the pocket. For all you OGs, do you remember when I attempted to knit this and it thwarted me? And I called it the Scintillation. I believe it's pronounced Scintillation, but doesn't it look like Scintillation? I thought it sounded naughty. I tried to knit this before and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. This is a $10 pattern by Hunter Hammerson. Is that right? Yes, Hunter Hammerson. And there are tons of pictures. She does give you a photographic, like directions, step by step. But for some reason, when I first did it, I just could not get it. I will tell you, it's very easy to knit. It is the needle management. And the first time I knit it, I just couldn't wrap my head around it. So what I needed to see in the pattern, and sorry if this is giving anything away, I hope that she doesn't get mad at me. I needed to see that I needed a set of 6 double points and 1 circular. Whereas I believe in the pattern, she just says you can do circulars or double points or. She can't give you an exact size because it's all based on the size star you do, because there's small, medium, and large stars, and then also different kinds of weights. So it's sort of like a toy when they say go down a couple needle sizes than what the yarn calls for, because you want it to be tight so the stuffing doesn't show. I totally stuffed it with pink fiber I had left over from my spinning. You have to look really hard for it, and I just thought that that was like a cute little something. Like if anything ever happened to this star and they saw the inside, you know, I just thought it was cute. And this is my hand spun. This is Rambouillet from a local farm. Okay, so literally the only needle thing that she gives you, aside from using like the smaller ones because you want a tighter knit fabric, is I find it easiest to cast on over 2 circular needles, but you can also use DPNs or straights. That's all it says. I needed more than that, but I could not let it defeat me. And I didn't, and now that I know how to knit them, I could make all the stars if I wanted to, but it is fiddly AF, and I don't foresee myself making a whole bunch of them. So those are my FOs that by the time you see this for sure, hopefully she will have had the baby, because she's due next week. So next, okay, as those of you know who are on Instagram, I participated in the Floxsie Enchanted Forest event. It was so fun. For those of you who don't know what Floxsie is, they hold online and virtual and in-person events. They're the ones who put on the skating event at Rhinebeck, or near Rhinebeck weekend. And Eve, who is the owner of Floxsie, asked me if I'd be interested in demoing how to make a fairy crown or flower crown for their Enchanted Fairy Tale Forest event. And of course I said yes, because I'm crazy, you know me. I've never done a demo before. I do have to admit it was a little stressful. I'm definitely in need of some more practice if I ever do those in the future, but it was a lot of fun. So if you are here because you met me on the Floxsie event, or you were at the Floxsie event that I did, or any of that, thank you so much. And you've already seen these things. This is the first one I made, the flower crown. Look how stinking enchanting it is, yeah? Hi, Bubba's. Isn't it cute? Free pattern. It'll be linked below. I put little leaves on I did a little eye cord. So you make the flowers separate. That's what the back looks like. And then you sew them all together in the original pattern. And she tells you how to make the leaves and stuff. And in the demo, I kind of showed how I changed it up a little bit, and it's an easy pattern to kind of make your own. So I also made this one, and this is the same exact pattern, but with fingering weight yarn. And I made the flowers separate, and then I just did a chain and connected them together. So this one is a little more dainty, which this is the one that I was wearing in my Instagram picture that you guys have probably seen. And it doesn't have any leaves. So cute. I had so much fun on that event, and just wait until you see the enabling that I'm gonna come at you with on that, because it's good. It's good. I met so many new to me makers. I loved that virtual shopping experience. Hello, sir. Negative. Jarrod's looking a little lackluster back there, isn't he? I kind of fixed Jarrod. Okay, next up is sort of a fail, but maybe, I don't know. I finished my rug, you guys, and I'm not very good at it. So it's not flat. I messed up the middle. See, look. Actually, I don't know if I can show you. Is there a flat enough? No. It's not flat. But here's the thing. It is perfect on like the back of a chair. So I still think it's cool, and I still think my mom will like it. It's a learning curve, right? Here's the thing. I loved learning, well, first, my friend Tara gave me the best advice. And that is, remember when I was telling you that, okay, let me back up. I'm sorry. You guys have not seen this in forever. I'm aware. I braided fiber together, and then I felted the braids, and then I sewed them together. You sew them together with this linen cord. Or linen, yeah, is it cord? I don't know. It's a waxed linen. It's super strong, super, super strong. The best advice I got, curved needle. This was a game changer in sewing this together. Now, if I would have started with the curved needle, and now that I kind of have the rhythm of it, if I made another one of these, I'm sure it would be flat. I'm not going to make another one of these. But what I will do is make hot pad holders, or hot pads. I don't know why we call them hot pad holders. I don't know where that came from. Hot pads. A smaller one, like yay big, I would do. I'm not a rug maker, but this is super cool, and I'm gonna give it to my mama, and she's gonna love it. This is the last place you guys saw it. I can take that out now. I was trying to finish up all this little stuff. It's a cool make. Even though it's not flat, I don't care. I'm pretty proud of it. I keep my needles in my little Pac-Man ghost from Inspired Leather. One more FO. And I used my, I don't know that it has a name yet. This is from Scrappy Angel. I showed this on the Rhinebeck recap. That's a tongue twister. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. I could say that better than Rhinebeck recap. So you undo it and it turns into a tray. Look, and there's my FO in there. Hold on, let me show you all my little sock blockers. First off, this is Post Yarn. You can't get it anymore. Post Yarn Stripe. This is by Simply Socks Yarn Company. They still have Post Yarn on there, but you can't get this colorway anymore. It's called Black Lagoon. Look at that green highlighter just blowing it out. I had these tubes cranked by Aquilla, and then I just put in the heels, toes, and cuffs. They aren't blocked. I'll only put one on there just because. I love them though. I started them because I wanted Halloween socks, which of course they weren't done by Halloween. And check this out. Look at that match. This is yarn I had in my stash for the heels and toes. I mean, that's the same exact dye color. It has to be. It has to be. Perfect match. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna take a break, guys. I've hit my wall. This has already been a long time. So next up will be Whoops. And I have so much enabling that I can't wait to show you. Okay, catch you later, bye. Hey guys, I'm back. Still with the tea, but it's a few days later and I feel better. I started editing the first part of this video and I was like, oh my gosh, what a mess. So sorry I was sick, but you know, I'd already drawn the names for the prizes and stuff, so we're just gonna keep on going. I do have 2 more FOs. One I forgot to include in my notes, and the other one I've finished since recording the last time. I finished another square for my Labyrinth throw. So I thought that I would show you, for those of you who don't know, let me see if I can. That yarn right there is what I have left of the minis from my Advent last year, which came from Knitting Nakabi. It was Labyrinth themed. It's all natural dyes. It's just spectacular. I'm kind of you know, taking it slow, enjoying it. It's going to be cool when it's done. So I've kind of started showing you all the squares every time I finish one, just because it takes me so long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 squares, which they're kind of more rectangle-y than square. I knit one every couple months. That sounds about right, right? These are all naturally dyed. There are 3 different stitch patterns. This is called Royal Quilting, and then there's an Intarsia, and then Mosaic. Another Royal Quilting, another Intarsia, and last but not least, the one I just finished. So next is a Royal Quilting. So I suppose I can tell you what this is. This is day 11 and 12. And there's Hoggle, which is naturally dyed with madder root and henna. That is the coral color you see there. And then there's Sarah, which was naturally dyed with marigolds. And it's cool because it's mostly cream, but then it has kind of these dark shoots in it. And then my final FO is Cole's Christmas present. I made him a pillow. This is one whole cake of, dang it, Lion Brand Cover Story in the colorway Oro, and it's not just a pillow. It's a blanket too. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I love it. I made this up as I went. I found a crochet. I think from the beginning I had in my head that I wanted to be able to fold it up into a pillow or for him to use it as a blanket. So I was looking for it, and I did run across a video, which I'll try to link it below if I can find it again. I know that I tagged it in the notes the first time I talked about this blanket, but I can't remember when it was. Anyway, I knew that I wanted it to like fold in thirds and fold. It kind of reminds me of a popple, you guys, a little bit. It kind of reminds me of a popple. So I knew the general idea that I wanted, but I knew that I wanted to knit it. I just flew by the seat of my pants. I used a very long circular needle on size 15s, I believe. Yes, 15s. And I cast on 80 stitches, and then I knit a whole bunch of the blanket because I didn't know size-wise where I wanted to attach the pocket and things. I didn't know how big the pocket needed to be, yada yada. I did not decide how many stitches I was picking up or where I was putting, how I was putting the pocket on until I had most of the blanket done. So what I did, I cast on 80 stitches and then I laid it down. I wonder if I can show you it all. I'm wrapping for Christmas, so ignore the mess. I laid the blanket out and then I folded it over on itself in thirds, like so. And then eyeballed, okay, the pocket needs to be about that wide. I didn't want it to be too big, so I cut it down a little bit. So I cast on 80, but I picked up 25 for the pocket. I actually just kept the blanket stitches live, and then I picked up 25 stitches, again, eyeballing it in the middle, and used the outside of the ball to knit the pocket. And this is all garter, the whole thing's garter. So then I just had the flap for the pocket. I finished the rest of the blanket, bound it off, and then seamed the pocket when I was done. And I'll show you how you fold it up like popple. you saw how I folded it up. The pocket is on the outside. So what I do is I hook my fingers in the pocket. That's probably a hard way to show you how to do it, but you just flip it wrong side out, right? Or right, wrong, you know what I mean, like a popple. You tuck it up in there, and then you just kind of manhandle it until you get the shape of the pillow. And there you have it. And then I got him a sleeping bag too. So he can either sleep in the sleeping bag and use this as a pillow, or he can open the sleeping bag up and cover up with this blanket. We in my family grew up making nests. So on movie night, you know, my dad would say, make your nest. And that was just, you know, grabbing your blankets and your pillows, and we'd make a nest on the floor, and that's how we'd watch our movies. So this is for Cole's nest. And then I had this much left. Well, that is it. So I eyeballed that pretty dang good, I think. So that is for sure this time all of my FOs. I am drinking Harney & Sons cinnamon this time. Cinnamon something. It's like cinnamon black tea, which I'm not a cinnamon fan really. I love Red Hots, like Atomic Fireballs. I will eat those until my mouth's raw. Like, I love that kind of cinnamon. But I'm not big on like brown sugar and cinnamon Pop-Tarts, or I'll eat a cinnamon roll, but I'll probably pick something else if I have options, that kind of thing. But this tea is really good. Okay, so next is whips. I'm not really feeling my normal whips. I'm still not 100%, man. Still not 100%. This I've actually been saving. I could have plied this many times since it has been completed, but I wanted you guys to share in the awesomeness of taking it off and having your turtle. So I'll ply it for next time. So the way a Turkish spindle works, and if you remember, my whole thing with this is I wanted to make a pretty turtle. Underneath there, it's really pretty. And as I got down to the end, I just didn't even care. So Turkish spindles, you pull that out of the middle like so. Again, this is my 3D printed spindle from On a Quest for Fiber, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. You push this guy through, and then you pull this guy through, and you have a little turtle. Isn't it cute? The only thing is, I lost the middle. And I'm hoping that I can find it in there real easy. I don't know what I did. I was a dee-da-dee. Oh wait, found it. Right there it is. I spun this clockwise, so I will ply it counterclockwise. So what I'll do is I'll hold this little turtle in my lap, and then I'll spin these together, and it'll pull from the inside and the outside, and I'll have a little skein of yarn. And then these little nuggets back here, see those? I'll talk about those in a minute. Those also came from On a Quest for Fiber, and those will be next. Next up, I threw a hat on the needles, just a random hat. I don't know who it's going to go to yet. Maybe my brother. I can't really decide if it's for my brother or not. This is the Effortless Beanie by Patons. It's a free pattern. You can do 1 or 2 versions, which I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I am yay far on the ribbing. I have this super cool stitch marker from Tammy at Cinematic Skeins. And this is living in my flower bag from Sue. You know, my flower bag from Sue. See all the roses? My next whip is actually a hoe. Hoe. Oh shoot, where is it? Hold on. I've lost the other half of my hoe. Found it. Okay, these are the Possessed Printer Mitts by Emma Galady or Emma Knits. Oh, I love that. That's the first time I'm noticing that watercolor skein. Anyway, this is a free pattern. I thought they looked so cool. I have been wanting some new fingerless mitts, and I have one finished. Aren't they fun? Now, I added a thumb. These have no thumb. And all I did was pick up, I eyeballed it. I think I picked up 20, and then I decreased a couple. Oh, I wrote it down because I knew I wouldn't remember for the next mitt. I picked up 20, and then I did 2 decrease rows. There's no gusset. I didn't do a gusset or anything. And for some reason, that looks like it's pulling. Well, for some reason, I know why there isn't a gusset. But it doesn't feel like it's pulling when you're wearing it. There's plenty of room there. I mean, it fits just fine. There's no weirdness. I wear fingerless mitts at work a lot when I'm typing. For some reason, my hands get cold. I don't know why. I am this far on the second one. I am up to the thumb, and I have my little clay Canon gumball machine. But I am up to the thumb on this one. Now, it does like a weird little banana shape, banana boat shape. Isn't that weird? But it does not feel weird once you put it on. When you put it on, it straightens out just fine. There's no like weird pulling or anything there. Highly recommend this pattern. Easily memorizable, fun. Actually, I like it. What you do is there's some setup, but then you on one row will slip 9 stitches, and on the next row you go under 2 and pick up the bottom strand. So you always have 3 strands. Well, first you have 2 and then you have 3. That's how you know whether you're going to slip or pick up. Anyway, fun pattern. I'll leave it at that. And I am rocking it in my chip bag. This sits beside me on the couch. And I have my Halloween yarn condom from Knitting Notions, which is Bewitch in a world full of princesses. Yes, I'm still rocking Halloween. I actually kind of started these back Halloween. And the yarn is Bigfoot Yarn Company. This was gifted to me. And it's the colorway Legion. And this is their Kraken DK base. Like it very much. I am warm. Holy cow. I was freezing when I got home. And it didn't take long to get warmed up. And my last whip, I kind of feel like I don't have very much on the needles. This is a big one. I am making the Melted Shrug by Sosu Knits, which is Suzanne Sommer. That's her. It has brioche. It has mohair. These are all singles. So let me tell you the yarn first. Hold on. So there's 3 sections. There's a striped section at the beginning. I still have my yarn in my yarn condom and my ball sack. So this is, I've lost a tag. Oh, no, I didn't. That one didn't have one. Okay, so this is my mohair strand. And I'm holding it double. The pattern calls for a Surrey yarn, but you can hold mohair double, so that's what I'm doing. And this is Sarah's yarn, Superfine Yarn Co., which, sad news, she is no longer dyeing. So if you have, I don't know if she still has inventory or not. I mean, I'll link her, obviously. Editing Shivis here. I just went to her website, and at least as of today, which is 12/14/22, she does have a few skeins of yarn still listed on her website. She will no longer be dyeing. So if you have anything in your stash from her, that's it. So this is a cherished skein for me. And this is a one of a kind, and it's her Shoreway Kid Silk. which is 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. And then I paired that with Old Soul fiber in the Weston colorway. And this is 100% superwash merino. And these are singles. Did I say that already? The pattern calls for singles. So I am done with the first section, but I believe that I knit more with this. Then for my brioche section, which is what I'm working on now, extra random needle, okay. I'm still rocking the Halloween. I don't want it to be over. I'm reading this like really good witchy book right now and everything. I still feel like it's Halloween. I never want it to be over. Trick or treat, bitches. This is Knitting Notions. This was gifted to me. PreciousKnitShop.com is this guy. So for my brioche section, I am doing this guy by Pearl Diver in the Sanibel colorway. Oh no, excuse me, Sea Glass colorway. And this was a colorway for a Good Yarn Sarasota is this one. There's what the tag looks like. And then this one, look at it, is Atomic Fiber. Love, love, love their colorways. I can't remember what the name of this colorway was, and for some reason it didn't have a label on it. Without further ado, because I'm sure you're like, just show me the damn thing already. Keep in mind, I haven't seen you guys in a minute. Am I in the middle of a row? No. So you knit this in sections, like I said, so I have lots of things going on. There's the first section. And then I did the front section, the front right, I think this is, and then you do the back, and then you do the front left. I wanted to show you this before I open it, because this just hangs out and these stitches are live in there, like on a needle, and it was in my way. So I took a shawl cuff that my friend Diana's stepdad made, and I just used it to bundle this guy up. I rolled it up like a little sushi roll. Ta-da! So it's gonna be all like crimped, but whatever. So there's the one side of the brioche. And there's the other side. Oh my God. I love it. This is the outside. This is the inside. I don't know if it's reversible or not. I feel like it's not going to be after the cuffs maybe, but so far the way everything's being picked up, it could totally be reversed. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I could wear it either way, but look at that. Oh my gosh. It is squishy and so soft. I cannot wait for this. Let me roll this guy up again. So I rolled it up just like a little sushi roll. And then I find the middle. Put this guy through. How's that for slick as snot? Let me show it to you again. So my stripe section, I am working on this section right now. So you saw I'm only like this far. She doesn't have a good picture in the pattern of that first section. You can kind of see here though how it comes down. Then there's a color pop on the wrists and the I-cord edging, and I am using this for my color pop. This was gifted to me from Gigi a long time ago. Isn't it cool? So this is also like, you know, a special skein that's been hanging out in the stash, but it's a single and it's gonna go great. That's my last whip. I'm really enjoying that. I have to make myself work on other things because that's really all I wanna knit on. I love brioche. I think it is so fun to knit. Like some people are scared of brioche and I find it very easy. I don't know why, but I do. I am going to show you guys not one, but two fails. I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out. And I'm mad about it, but the one I'm super mad about. The other one, it's like whatever. Here, I'll show you the whatever one first. These are the Japanese wave mitts. They look so cool. It's a free pattern by Maya Poffenberger. And I have, oh, I need my yarn condoms back. Oh, look. It hijacked some good yarn condoms. This yarn is Morehouse yarn, right? Morehouse? I don't have the tab. Yes, Morehouse Farm Merino. And this yarn is absolutely luscious. But I am not a fan of this pattern. It's knit, I feel like, on way too small of a needle, which I guess that they're mittens, you don't want them wholly, but they hurt my hands, for one, to knit. So they're way not enjoyable. They're way too small. These are like teenager mittens. Editing Chevis. I'm guessing it's because I did not do a gauge swatch. I don't even know if the pattern had one. I didn't look. I never do for mittens. So I'm betting if I went up like 3 needle sizes, it wouldn't be as big of a pain in the ass to knit, and they might fit me. But I'm not doing it again. And then this, like this up here is tight. It's like real tight right here. And then it's super loosey-goosey. Like you can even see it. See how it's bigger here? And it's pulled in. I'm just not a fan. And it's probably nothing to do with the pattern and everything to do with the way I knit it. And then I knit the thumb wrong. Well, it's a free pattern, I can show you. So there's a front and back of the thumb, and I was like so not enjoying it, and I just redid this for some reason. So, and I feel bad because it's half done, but I don't know. I'm calling it a fail. This yarn is so awesome though. And that's why like I am going to rip it back and do a color work pattern, like a hat pattern or something for me, because this yarn is just way too good to not be totally in love with it. And also I can't even wear it because it's too small. And that is in my Knotty knitting sack, where the inside says, eat a bag of dicks. And that's what this mitten can do. Go eat a bag of dicks. And then my next fail, you guys, this is the one. It's my drink shelf. Ugh. Here's my thing. I like a smaller cross stitch, and I think this is just too small. Okay, so this is from Christy's Corner Needlework. She has a floss tube. I love her. She's the medieval historian. You guys have heard me talk about this. This is the Grab Yo Drank Shelf Temperature Library. So that is January and February, and I made it a little bit into March. I just didn't find myself loving it. I just didn't. And I think the reason that I didn't find myself loving it is because it's too small. And Barbara said that from the get-go. She's like, you know, the glasses will be really little, so I think I'm going to do it on the 16 or 18 count Ada. I can't even remember what this is. Or no, 14 count. I don't know. Go watch Christy's episodes, and she shows hers. She did hers on blue, and hers is much bigger, and I feel like it would be much more enjoyable. I'm jealous of hers. I just made the wrong choice. So I haven't decided yet if I want to redo it for this year or save it for this coming year. Do I want to do 2023, or am I still like so mad at this? I don't think I'm ready to start it again, but I definitely know that I don't want white. That's one of the things that I didn't like. Christy is using navy, and I like that a lot. I think that it needs a darker color background, and I also want to play around with my temperature colors as well. That is a whole bunch of work to say F it, but I'm totally saying F it. You win some, you lose some. So then I have some enabling. I have a lot of enabling, actually. As I mentioned prior, I did the Floxsie Enchanted Forest event. I did a demo. The way that works is, you guys, it's so cool. So I'm going to talk about it for just a minute. You sign up for the event, and there's different things that you can do. So you can purchase a vendor ticket, and it was like $15 with playback, and you get all the demos and all the virtual vending events. And it was 2 days. This event was 2 days. It was on a Thursday and Friday, and from like 8 to 5, there was stuff going on Zoom all day. They had, like, Stephen West was on, Nicole from Time Weaver talked about plants and things. There was a gal who did stretches for stitchers, which was amazing. It was just such a cool event. And because I had budget left over from Rhinebeck, because I was talking more than I was shopping, that's where I used my leftover Rhinebeck budget, because, you know, can't let that go to waste. Can't let that burn a hole in the bank account. I did make a few purchases from vendors through the Floxsie event. If you guys have any questions on that, sign up for Floxsie's newsletter. It was super cool to just see it virtually. Like, you got to watch the vendors show their awesomeness and talk about it. And it was just really cool. It was a completely different shopping experience than just walking through a booth at a fiber festival, which I love doing. I love walking through the booths at the fiber festival, but this was just like this whole brand new experience that I also very much enjoyed. And I got to know new to me makers, and I'm just super excited about it. So first things first, this was my Rhinebeck shopping list. So I had the name, mixtape, DK weight, how many yards I needed, what size I was going to do. So this was sort of what I was having in mind while I was shopping. Now, funny enough, didn't really get anything off my list. But I wanted to show you that because I will talk about that a little bit. These are in no particular order because I don't remember. This is Ex Libris, and that is Rita Johnson. And you guys, she is so sweet. She loves books. I believe she said she was a librarian and just sort of kept that theme going with her yarn business. I got this colorway. This is Baba Yaga. And this is on her Carson base DK Superwash Merino. I just loved it. And then I also got these. These are book plates or stickers. Ex Libris means from the library of, basically, I believe. I'll look that up, but I'm pretty sure. There's 10 of them, I think. They came with 10. They're stickers. And I'm going to put these in a select few of my, like, super special knitting and spinning books. But she is also an artist, and she drew that, I believe. And then she sends you a thank you on an actual library card. How flipping cool is that? And all of her colorways are based off books. Then I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to return it. This was a fail on my part. I misunderstood the assignment. So you know I'm friends with Robin from Yarn Birds, right? She has the yarn truck. Do you remember when I made the gloam as a shop sample for Simply Socks? I knit that out of the Hedgehog Tweedy, which is the tweed with the little color flecks. Well, I want a cream one or a white one. And I asked Robin if she had anything, and she has Lobby NMA Cory Confetti, which Lobby NMA is a dyer that I've never knit with and is on my list. It was actually on my list for Woolen Folk, and I didn't buy any. Well, I ordered it and I was thinking that it was the gray and it's the dusty pink. And I love this color, but anything rose goldy makes me look ill. Like it just doesn't work well with my complexion. I'm too pale skinned or something. Like I don't, like right now it looks okay, but I know it washes me out. So I'm gonna return this. I'm kind of bummed about it, but you know me in the universe, it just wasn't meant to be. So I'm actually going to take this to work with me tomorrow and pop in the mail to her. But I wanted to show you in case you guys liked it, because it is very much like the Hedgehog Tweety and, you know, La Bien-Aimée. But they have a gray and they have another color. And Robin just doesn't carry the gray. Then this is where I sort of went hog wild. Gritty Knits. How many of you have purchased anything from Gritty Knits? Because I'll tell you what. Dude, so much that I couldn't help myself. Okay. First I got a braid of fiber. Look at this. Look how pretty it is. Hold on, let me do this. Ugh, is that not gorgeous? This is 4 ounces of hand comb top, 50% merino, 25% silk, 25% bamboo, and the colorway is gasoline, which isn't that cool? Like when you see gasoline in a puddle, what a perfect colorway name. So I'm excited about that. Then this, I need to, hold on. This is a kit. So it's called Stay Out of the Forest, and the pattern is sold separately. But this is the pattern. And then the gradient, let me take it out of the plastic so you can see it better. Oh, this is called Mushroom Soup. Oh, it's out of stock now too. That's what it is online, isn't that? Oh my gosh, I just love it. I just love it. Now, this will marinate in the stash for a very long time because, you know, that's how I roll. I would wear the crap out of these colors. Then they have this, I think it's called a sock box. I forget now because it's been so long since I ordered it. Mystery sock box. So you get 1 ball of Nom, 1 ball of Time Bomb, 1 set of 5 Time Bomblets, which are mini skeins, and then 1 extra mystery gift. So here's the box. I kept it like this because it's such cute packaging. Look at her tissue paper. I mean, it has sheep. It's like personalized tissue paper. La. So here are the minis. Aren't these packaged darling? That's how she packages her minis. And then there is a Time Bomb, and I believe that that's one of a kind, if I remember correctly. And then a Nom, which I don't know what that is. Halloween Heist. I just love her colorways, so saturated. And then this was my gift, a little sock pin. These are all new to me. That was the other thing. Because if you remember, my rule to myself for Rhinebeck is I wanted all new to me dyers. And then last but not least, Woolen Woman Fibers. Now this, oh, look at this. This is for, I think, the P-Rex. These two are going to be part of this. I just don't know what else. I'm going to build the rest of the colors off of this. And these are Moon Fairy, and that's 75/25 superwash merino nylon fingering weight. And is P-Rex fingering? P-Rex is sport, but I think that this will be fine. I'm going to knit it in fingering. And then I just fell in love with this one. I just love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. And I don't know what it's going to be, but I absolutely love it. I should have gotten 2 skeins of this, I think. I think I should have gotten 2 skeins and made a shawl. Maybe I'll order another one. But it's called Sky Rat. That's the name of the colorway, Sky Rat. And this is 80/20 merino nylon. So those were all my purchases from the Floxsie event. I highly suggest you check it out. It was just a fun event. I have 2 things left. I have Happy Mail and I have my Advents. I thought I'd open up my Advents. Today is the 12th of December. I have no idea when you guys will be seeing this, but these are my little fibery goodnesses from On a Quest for Fiber. And that is a 12-day. So here's day 12. And then she did a braid for you. You just told her your favorite color and she did a surprise braid. And I'm going to open this up on Christmas. This is a 4-ounce braid. She does the supported spindling, which is what this Turkish is. It's a supported Turkish spindle. Now, when I spun this guy, I did not use it as supported. I used it as a drop. So I'm going to take a class from her after the first of the year and try supported spindling. And that's what all those guys are gonna be. And this one. So this is day 12. This is 12 drummers drumming. And if you want to see closer up, I have it in a highlighted story on my profile on Instagram. I opened them up. I took a picture every day and saved the stories. Ooh, I like it. Oh, this one fell apart. These remind me of those. See, it looks like that. Look at it. It reminds me, there's one dyer and she calls these batlings, except I can't remember who it is now. And I don't get how they make, oh, there we go. So there is day 12. I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for this. So this will be after the first of the year. You'll see more of that. And then Teresa, Pretty Twisted, day 12. Ooh. Oh, she had Christmas stickers made. Wow, look at that. Is that some like Care Bear My Little Pony shit or what? I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me add it to my barber cord and then I'll show you the whole thing. This is my new thing with my Advents, my barber cords. There's my Halloween one. That's going to be started after the first of the year as well. Knit. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. I haven't decided. I'm just going to stare at it for a little bit until it tells me what it wants to be. I mean, her colors are so vibrant, like neon awesomeness. I mean, look at this. The lights are like, can't handle it. Oh my gosh, so cool. I love them. Oh my gosh, I almost feel like these need to be like a badass pair of leggings or something, but my ass is too big for that. Okay, last up's Happy Mail. We have 4 packages. I still have Dan's knife here. I never gave it back. I'm surprised he's not asking me for it. Sipsy and Wilder. Look at that envelope. Did you know that otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't float apart from each other? They're so cute. Live your one wild life. Oh, I love it. It's a sheepicorn with a little rainbow. That is so stinking cute. Sipsy Wilder. Oh my gosh, it's on you guys. Oh my gosh. There's all sorts of little pocket. There's a pocket and then there's a pocket in the pocket. And then there's a pocket on the other side. Shit show. And USS John Finn. Hey! Ditto! Nope! Get out of there! Stand fast and fight. It's a coin. I need to look up what this is. We're pausing for a little history lesson because I looked up the USS John Finn. It is one of the Navy's Arleigh Burke Fight IIA, is what it looks like, guided missile destroyers, and the first ship in the Navy named after Lieutenant John Finn, who was the first Medal of Honor recipient of World War II. The USS John Finn is the first ship built with the Aegis baseline, Aegis, I'm probably saying that wrong, baseline 9-weapon system that allows simultaneous air warfare and ballistic missile defense capability. Regarding the shield, the 7 aerial bombs represent the date of the attack of Pearl Harbor, December 7th, 1941. The 3 black chevronels allude to John Finn's Navy Chief Petty Officer rank, and the color black recalls that he was the last living Medal of Honor recipient from the Pearl Harbor attack. So there's your next Jeopardy question. The last living Medal Honor recipient of the Pearl Harbor attack. Who is John Finn? The trident represents naval authority, and the 3 spikes stand for the ship's multi-mission capability. The blue barbed shamrock against the yellow shield represents John Finn's naval career and his lineage as a tough American Irishman who embodied the motto Status El Pugno, which is stand fast and fight. I might also be saying that wrong. The 12 shamrocks recall CPO Finn's Irish heritage and the numerous times he was hit by enemy fire. Well, there's your history lesson for the day, and we learned a Jeopardy question. Thanks, Andrea. That's substantial. There's no note. And then I got this super cool hat that is also totally me. Oh my gosh, you guys. Hold on. Dude, wearing hats with bangs is hard. Like, I don't know. Oh yeah. Neighbors are staring at me. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I am going to rock the shit out of this hat. Ditto. The name on it is Andrea, and it came from Virginia. So thank you, Andrea. There isn't a note or anything. So I hope I understand everything. I feel like there's a story with this. I'm going to look up this coin. Dude, I am loving this hat. It is so comfortable, too. Happy Christmas. Oh, this is from Leah. These are my favorite cookies. These are my favorite cookies. Dorothy Lane Market. I think this is food, too. It's Buckeyes. It's Buckeyes, you guys. It's Buckeyes. I'm totally eating one right now. Look how beautiful these are. Okay. For those of you who don't know and aren't Midwesterners, so Ohio State, OSU, Ohio State University, when you tell people you're from Ohio, they say, oh, you're a Buckeye. When you're from Indiana, they say, oh, you're a Hoosier, which is like a corn thing, I think. But Buckeyes grow on trees. It's a nut, and it's completely, totally useless. I'm pretty sure. Hey, Google, do Buckeye nuts have a purpose?
On the website ColumbusRecoveryCenter.com, they say Native Americans once used buckeyes for both nutritional and medicinal purposes. These tribes would crush and knead the nuts into a salve for rashes and cuts. Today, some believe that buckeyes can relieve rheumatism and arthritis pain. People also sometimes ask me, can you eat buckeyes the nut? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website uky.edu, they say, Seeds resemble edible chestnuts, but Ohio buckeye fruits are not edible and can be toxic.
I stand corrected. The best thing that came out of Buckeyes is this candy. And this is like this yummy peanut butter and honey and powdered sugar, I think, concoction. And you roll it in a ball and then you dip it in chocolate. And it's one of the best things ever. Better than Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So if you don't know what a Buckeye is, Google the recipe and make yourself some. And they are very prominent at Christmas. And Leah knows the way to my heart is through my stomach. Alcohol infusion kit. See, she knows. Each infusion makes 8 to 10 cocktails. A tribute to the purple one. Now this is interesting. You infuse your alcohol with real dehydrated fruit, spices, and herbs. So 2 cups of vodka, gin, tequila, or rum, and you infuse it for 2 days. So it's kind of like that other coffee vodka I had. But this one, it doesn't have a name, like it doesn't say what kind it is. Oh, hold on, ingredients. Grapefruit, oranges, blood oranges, lemon, and dried butterfly pea flower. Oh yeah. Handmade in Michigan, Grandville, Michigan, and it's inbooze.com. INBOOZE, inbooze.com. I'm excited for this. I'm going to take another bite of this deliciousness. Oh my God. So good. This is from, it's EMME. Is that Emmy? Because that's how I want to say it. Or is it just M? Because I feel like just M would be EM. And look at her sticker. This says, no severed head enclosed. You're welcome. I love it already. Oh, wow, there's a whole bunch of stuff in here. That's a lot of stuff for this little box. We need to be friends. That is awesome. She's a crocheter and has been collecting things. Oh, it's an air freshener and the wheels really roll. Oh, I can't wait. Ooh, it's Bath and Body Works too. Get some fucking popcorn. It's shit show time. Welcome to Shit Show City. Kids, I have seen some shit. Is that an Oriole? I think that might be an Oriole. Look at this goddamn shit show. My filter needs to be replaced. Does it though? Does it? Bunch of tea. Ooh, Harney and Sons. Paris, this is what I was drinking earlier. How funny. This is good stuff. And then last but not least, oh my. This is brought to you by 1982. What's this called? The Work Basket. Needle pointers feature is English smocking embroidery. Knit a versatile pullover in a yarn of autumn colors. Quilt block the bear's claw. Craft, try your hand at tin can weaving. I love these things so much. I mean, $15, come on. The ads are the best. That's actually a pretty cool pattern. You could bring that up to modern times for sure. I've also never heard of this yarn. Have you guys? You guys, it's the ads for me. It's the ads. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking. There are so many good things in this book. Okay, I have one more and then I'll let you go. This is gonna be a long episode. Oh my gosh, this is from Melissa. This is from Knitting Notions with her awesome yarn condoms. Well, she doesn't call them yarn condoms. She calls them yarn cozies and yarn keepers. So she has a bunch of new patterns and she said that she's taking requests. So I'm going to show you these. These will be for giveaways. But go check out her shop. Hold on. She sent cards. She is on Instagram. I love the watercolor look. That's a great logo. So we have chickens doing yoga. I knit shit. Chickens with Santa hats just in time for Christmas. Be kind or fuck off. I love that one. Fresh out of fucks. So this will obviously be a giveaway for people who don't mind the F word, which, you know, I don't. That shit'll block right out. Wait for it. It's so cute. We have another chicken Santa hat. I knit, therefore I swear. Leave me alone, I'm knitting. And the last one, chicks with sticks. These are great. Okay, so those are from Melissa. That's Knitting Notions. Should I give some of these away right now since it's like the giveaway episode? If you want one of these, I don't know how many I'm going to draw for. I think I'm going to do some on Instagram and some here in the podcast. In the comments below, tell me which one you like the most. Again, I'll go real quick. Yoga chickens, chicks with sticks, leave me alone, I'm knitting. I knit, therefore I swear. We have 2 chickens in Santa hats. I knit shit. That shit'll block right out with the super cute cat. Fresh out of fucks and be kind or fuck off. Put what your favorite yarn condom, even though she doesn't call them yarn condoms, I call them yarn condoms. So that's what we're going with, people. And obviously, if you don't like curse words, let me know you don't like curse words. Oh my gosh, I forgot. She had these in there too. I'm glad I looked down. I had them in my hand and then set them down. I love these stitch markers. Okay, so you'll get stitch markers with the yarn condoms as well. Oh my gosh, they're so stinking cute, little kitties. And they're snag free, guys. I have some of these and they are amazing. Yarn condom and stitch markers. Go check those out. I have another giveaway from an awesome maker, Tara. She has the Crystal Tea Knits podcast. Some of you may remember her from last year. Oh, hold on, let me go get it. I knit her Advent shawl last year. Okay, this is my Advent shawl from last year. Let me look at the name real quick. I think it's called Advent shawl. Yep, this is Advent shawl. This yarn is Super Fine Yarn Co., her Advent from last year. But this pattern is Tara's pattern. It was super fun. It is a different stitch for every section. And Tara has multiple Advent patterns. I'm going to run through them here for you right quick. She has the Gingerbread House Advent shawl. She has the Rose Garden socks, the Desert Rose socks, Scrappy Good Time socks, the Sugar Plum Fairy Advent, the Rose Garden cowl, the Candy Cane Lane Advent shawl, the Advent shawl, which is what this one is, and the Lacy Advent cowl. She is going to give away 2 patterns. Okay, so to enter this giveaway, like I said, she's giving away 2 here on the podcast. I'm doing 3 over on Instagram at some point. Don't know when. Go ahead and tell me in the comments below what your favorite Advent pattern is of hers. The cowls and the socks, these are things that some Advent patterns, you don't use all of the yarn. You could use your scraps, like the Scrappy Good Time socks, or even the Desert Rose socks. You don't need a whole Advent calendar for that. Those would be perfect for leftover Advent bits. I'll draw for that on the next episode. Thanks, Tara. And be sure and go check out her podcast. She's also Crystal Tea Knits on Instagram. Thanks for coming to this shit show, guys. I am going to try my darndest to have this posted by Friday. Fingers crossed.
Didn't happen.
And that's that. That's all she wrote. My tea is cold. I'm going to go see what Dan's doing. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I know that I have like long lulls in between stuff. This I blame on the flu. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday, whatever it is that you and your family celebrate. And until we meet again, toodles.